Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. So I've got another very popular deck to showcase, which is Azir Burn. This deck aims to play aggressively and flood the board with units to deal as much damage as fast as possible. It utilizes aggressively statted units and direct spell damage to close out games. It's a burn aggro deck very similar to Spiders and Pirates, so if you like those, then this deck is for you. I want to run through my card choices, explain why they're in the deck, and give you the knowledge to pilot the deck yourself. The code for the deck will be in the description below along with the Mobalytics link. Before I get into the deck profile, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. I'm less than 600 away from a huge milestone, so feel free to sub if you like the video. This is the only channel where you can get my specific style of content, so you won't regret subbing. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you're looking for live gameplay. With that, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. And getting into the numbers, we can see that this is a very aggressively statted deck. Look at that. Most of the deck is 3 cost or cheaper. Therefore, most of the opening hands that you're going to get are going to be playable. It's going to look pretty similar. And the game plan is the same every single time you queue up for a match, which is play units, go wide, deal as much damage as possible, kill your opponent before they kill you, or have removal options set up. So that's pretty much the whole game plan. So we're going to start off with Kraken Reaper. Nice aggressive Shurima card actually, because it has Fearsome tacked in. Every time you slay a unit, so this is when you trade and kill an enemy, or you do like self-killing as well, this will amp up over the course of a few turns, and you can actually get Kraken Reapers if you have multiple of them. It gets really scary. You can get them up to like, 3-4 attack, and they're hitting pretty hard for a 1-drop. Next we got Dunekeeper. Of course, not a lot needs to be said about him. The best aggressive, just on average, unit in the game. Basically decimate worth of damage on attack turn 1, summons 2 units to attack, so can also be decent on defense if you need to block some extra units. Legion Rearguard, nice aggressively statted 1-drop. The buff is doing him nice. He is seen here and there and everywhere. 3-2, really good, especially on attack 1. Not a lot of things contest it, and the things that contest it, you just trade and boom, done. Legion Saboteur does pretty good direct damage. This is probably the second most damage that you can get on attack turn 1 minus the Dunekeeper, of course, so she's really good to open with. And if you get multiple of her dealing direct damage during the same attack, it's pretty insane. Next is triple Battlecaster. So I saw the Mobalytics version of this deck, and other people are also running Legion Saboteur, Grenadier is his name, right? Legion Grenadier, but I think Battlecaster has a little bit more value in this deck. Grenadier can get in like the chip damage here and there, and he's a 3-2, which is nice. However, the ability to go wide with this deck is so insane that if you're not running Battlecaster, I think you're at a disadvantage, because Battlecaster gives other attacking allies 1-0 when you attack, and you're summoning multiple allies via Dunekeeper, House Spider, and Azir if he gets developed, right? So Battlecaster will also grant the Sand Soldiers summoned from Azir +1/+0. So if you go wide and get like really big board states, Battlecaster pushes in an insane amount of damage compared to Grenadier. He does give you that guaranteed 1 on death unless he gets silenced, of course, but I think that's not as good as the Battlecaster value in general, so I like to run 3 of him. Next, triple House Spider, because again we're going wide, so there's synergy with Battlecaster, House Spider, and Azir gets to level really fast while we're playing all of these early game units, so we got that going for us. Next we got Demolitionist, which is just a Mystic Shot to the opponent's face essentially, as long as you can deal 1 to one of your allies. So a lot of people like to play the rear guard, and then he's not really useful on defense turn, so let's just hit him with the Demolitionist, getting a little bit of chip damage to the opponent. That's pretty much what she's for. She's a pretty good finisher as well. Ruinous Path, also nice. So we get to run a little bit of card draw in this deck, which is very different than Pirates. Pirates are pretty much stuck to what they have to play, what they have to draw, unless they do Zap Sprayfin draws. Ruinous Path is just a nice draw one, and it's deal 2 to the enemy, and it also heals you, which can come up in aggro mirror matches. So yeah, you slay a unit, boom, draw, boom, deal 2 to the enemy, and heal yourself too. So this gets really insane if you have like 2 of them, then you draw 2 and then deal 4, and you can cycle through your deck and find more damage answers. So got that going for it as well. Next, triple Azir, the big aggro boy in this deck for some reason. You didn't expect to see Azir played in this way, but here he is. He is kind of insane. So you can get him leveled as early as turn 4, turn 5, and then you just have really wide attacking turns with the Sand Soldiers, of course, and Battlecaster amped up, so he's just in here for extra pressure, extra damage. While he's leveled, anything that gets summoned also gains extra damage for the round. So this can push in a whole lot as well. especially since it has innate synergy already with the Sand Soldier being summoned. So yep, got that going for us. Merciless Hunter, so the new card that just came out, we are abusing it heavily in this deck. So on attack 3, Merciless Hunter is really, really good. You can do things like grant an enemy vulnerable that's usually a fearsome blocker, and then trade into it with a Sand Soldier, or trade into it with like a 2-attack unit, and then Merciless Hunter gets to hit directly. Super good. Or she just can kill off valuable targets that are being summoned on turn 3 or that were set up on turn 2. So yeah, very overstated card, 3/4/3, and fearsome, and grant enemy vulnerable. Just too much going on to not run this, and also keep him if you see him in opening hand, because you can just win games off Merciless Hunter so easily. Noxian Fervor and Decimate are our reach. This is how we close out most games. Noxian Fervor is pretty awesome as a response to removal. So like, let's say your unit is about to get Vile Feasted, well, you can Noxian Fervor, and then that'll deal damage to the enemy Nexus, and it will fizzle out their Vile Feast, negating them that heal. So double up on the value there sometimes. Triple Decimate for finish. Ruin Runner, just because it's a 5/6/4 with Overwhelm and Spell Shield, very hard to deal with, very good on attack 5. This deck likes attacking on odds, of course, like most aggro decks does, but it can also deal a lot of damage attacking on evens as well, like Battlecaster turns, so it's really, really flexible in that regard. And then just the one of Darius as a finisher, you sometimes see him, he's pretty good. We can make like a change if you want to run like 2 Ruin Runner, 2 Darius, but Ruin Runner is just better than Darius. Literally 6 attack, has Overwhelm. You know, Darius is only better when he levels, but Ruin Runner is 1 mana cheaper and is just literally better than a champion, so yeah. Another thing you could do is maybe like -1 Demolitionist in second Darius if you really want the late game, but yep, that's pretty much it. That is solid numbers. Really wouldn't mess with too much else unless you like the Grenadier over the Battlecaster, in which case that's a preference pick. With that, I wanted to provide a good foundation for the deck. There's a lot of different twists, a lot of different styles that I've seen. A couple cards here, a couple cards there. I've seen Brothers Bond, I've seen Sharpened Resolve, so there's a couple 2 or 3 deck slots that you can add your own flavor to it. So yeah, I encourage players to mess with numbers, put in whatever you like, and have fun. And that's it for the deck profile. Now here's some live commentary games so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context of why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. Alright, so for our first game, we're fighting Swim, doing Encroaching Shadows aggro. Very interesting indeed. Not going to need any of that. So I guess we kill him before he kills us. That's going to be the game plan. We'll see if we can pull that off. We're attacking on odds, which is really good. So we have Ruin Runner and Merciless on their power spikes. We can also lead Saboteur instead of Rearguard. Bakai is also sick, but I kind of want to do Saboteur, because that's most possible damage on attack 1 if he doesn't have a unit to play. And I don't think Encroaching Shadows has a unit to play on turn 1, because they're trying to OTK me. So we shall... yeah, Battlecaster seems good. Or... oh, Vile Feast. Vile Feast to do. Okay, we'll do Bakai and Rearguard then. And then we'll do Hunter. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I guess I can take that. He must have a second Vile Feast, or he could have a Mark of the Isles or something. I don't really know what's being run there. Do Merciless Hunter. I should have played the Rearguard last turn, but I passed too fast. This is interesting. Glimpse. Interesting. Okay, so we can do... oh, we can do like wide setup now.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Rearguard into Battlecaster into Ruin Runner.
Come on, Buzzball.
Hey,
And we have a lot of damage coming in. Alright, Ruin Runner time. Ooh, Sand Soldier also pretty nice. But we're going to do Overwhelm, of course. So this is a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure he has to block with these, and these are probably part of the win condition. Or maybe he didn't even open Encroaching Shadows. I have no idea. I've never looked at this deck. I think I've seen a couple iterations of it, but I don't remember it too well. Stalking is 2 mana gone for a whiff. Give him the Jackal Cackle. That sucks. Did I just win on this attack, essentially? It's so hard for him to actually block now for 3. Yeah. I think maybe he bricked. Green Glade duos are nice, but only after they get hit by the encroaching. If he plays a unit, then he has a fearsome blocker. I mean, he's got that going for him. Because the duos will go up to 3 attack. But if he also doesn't have a unit, then I kind of feel really bad about this. He is losing everything. Vile Feast number 2. Okay. That's fine. That's a good play. So duo's going to go to 5-3. 1-1 here. Does that mean he runs a Withering Whale? That's like the only reason to push this rearguard into 1 HP. Maybe he's also trying to gauge how much damage he can take without dying. He wants to keep these duos alive and do like a wombo next turn. Being at 5 HP is kind of scary though, isn't it? Yeah, you want to trade here probably. And then, okay, wait, what? How much HP? 1 HP. The 1 HP Wonder. Hoping I don't have a single burn card. Well, I got one. I got one now. Alright, let's see. He has to use all of his mana to win this. I can play the Dune Keeper. And then, yeah. This only gets outed by Nopify and Deny, huh? Because I'm going to use it on my Spell Shield unit, so he can't remove. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good. Okay. Dune Keeper. Don't have to show the win yet. Sure, don't have to show it till combat. Okay, now we got it. He was about to kill me too. 5, 10, 14. That's a top deck fervor if I've ever seen one though. Alright, so for game 2 we got the Shyvana, Mask Mother, Demacia, Shadow Isles, Kraken Eater looking heal deck. So it's gonna be fun. They're probably wondering why they're matched with me, because they're like Plat 2 or something, and I'm Diamond 2. Which is a great question. I actually don't know. We should do Rear Guard on attack 1, and then Demolitionist on 2, Azir on 3. We're attacking on odds, so that's really good, of course. Get to play our Power Spike units on the turns that they are intended to be played. Battlecaster probably better than Demolitionist here, just for setup. They pass the first 2 turns, which is a little scary for them, I would say. I'll show them top deck Azir. Maybe Kraken comes down now as like a desperation play. Kraken into single combat. Mobilize. Okay, mobilize Shyvana. Mobilize Dragon Chow for free. Makes sense. So it's just going to be a blocker this turn. So here we go. We'll summon this. Battlecaster will buff it. This is a lot of damage on attack 3. Threatening 8. Let's go. Oh, this deck has a lot of healing and it's a little sticky, so I need to probably win before Radiant Guardian comes down, which she could come down as early as turn 4 now if it was in the hand. Protege. Protege is probably going to grab 2-1. How do I set this up? Do I set up Merciless Hunter Dune Keeper, or do I do Demolitionist damage? I think I'll do Demolitionist later. It's probably best to do Dune Keeper right now. That way I have a chump blocker for the Shyvana. It's also summoning a whole lot. Yeah. And then we'll do Merciless Hunter. Merciless Hunter this, because this is not a fearsome blocker. So I can block a low value unit to the Shyvana. Single combat. Alright. I'll have to replay my Azir now, I don't have lethal. 9 HP though, it's very doable. Saboteur as well, it's not bad. Should I hold the Azir though? Maybe wait for another single combat in case he has. So I should do Azir second. So it's probably Demolitionist then Azir. So we'll Demolitionist that.
War Mason, reporting for duty.
Because that could bait a single combat or concerted now if he doesn't want to take this damage. He's on 5. Oh, okay. Well, he played out everything. Do the Azir now.
Your emperor has returned.
Azir will level during combat.
We'll get our licks in.
We'll grab over here. Push a lot of damage.
The order is give Shurima is sand and sky, past and present.
I love Azir's level animation. That's so cool looking. So he has to block 4-5 to 4-3, right? He has to block most damage here. And then he lives with 1. So he has to come up with some healing. Yeah, he has to do healing literally next turn. Yeah. It's very doable with Kraken or something. Huh? Okay, he's just gonna full clear me? That's fine, I have Ruinous Path. This dragon's gonna die. If he's... No, he can't do Strafing Strike, can he? He should have Strafing Strike, I think. 3 mana. I don't know. Let's just whip out the damage. This threatens lethal. Did we get him? We got him. Zap. Pretty fast game. You can definitely see how much Battlecaster actually put in though. That was pretty good. Battlecaster put in like what, 3 or 4 extra damage on that attacking board? I don't even remember. It's kind of crazy though. Grenadier definitely not going to do that much. Ooh, Trundle-less. Trundle-less is very good into burn. Oh, and they're attacking on odds. Uh-oh. This is a little dangerous for me, I would say. Darn. This is a pretty weird hand too for attacking on evens. I don't like seeing Dunekeeper, but we have a lot of 1-drops. We have 2 chances to draw something that's a little bit better. Alright, see, perfect. I'd rather play Rearguard here. Rearguard into House Spider is probably best attack too, because Ice Shard outs Dunekeeper, but it does not out House Spider. What else can they play on too? I think House Spider's the best, even over the Battlecaster here. Like what, Val Feast my 1/1? That'd be fine too. 6 damage. You love to see that. Don't know how much this damage is gonna stick though with how much healing is in this deck. Saboteur is good. Oh man.
Secrets hidden by frost.
I'm so worried about Avalanche, but I need to develop here. So it's Battlecaster and Saboteur and then open attack. I don't want to get avalanched. And this isn't terrible into 1 Ice Shard play. You'd have to have double Ice Shard. Azir's so good here, but Avalanche is so rough that I have to just commit to the open.
Foolish child.
1 Ice Shard. Withering Wail. That'll do it. It's not terrible for me. Could have been worse, I think, actually. A little awkward placement over there. Play the Azir. And then we'll play the Rune Runner. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I'm going to hold Dunekeeper for now. 5 heal. Okay, Rune Runner then.
Chase what you want without mercy.
Isn't my open attack just good again? Oh, there's the Avalanche. That kind of tells me second Avalanche, maybe?
That old trick again.
Huh. Second Rune Runner. I think we pushed that, right? Yeah.
Out here, you're moving.
Definitely second Rune Runner. And then we'll do Dunekeeper to level the Azir. since I don't really have reason to hold him. Second Avalanche does not do a whole lot into this board. In fact, it actually hurts him. So Avalanche is not out. 6 mana. I mean, you could play Trundle. Trundle dies to one of the Rune Runners. Ravine. Alright. Heal now, damage later. You know what? I respect it. Let's get this Azir level, though. I think through Overwhelm and Blighted, I'm going to get him down to like maybe 6 or 7 again. This is a full attacking board. You love to see that. Sure. Lissandra gone. What's the HP looking like? Dead? Oh yeah, I'll take him dead. Wow, is that really the best he could do? I guess so. Alright. Well, we did 16. And you know what? It'd be like that sometimes. This deck kind of just kills people. It's the Battlecaster value, I'm telling you. 2 games, Battlecaster popping off. Getting that wide damage in. And that's it for this one. I wanted to take this deck into ranked and get a couple ranked showcase games for you guys because I'm very confident with the deck. I've been playing it here and there. It's helped me climb 2 diamond actually, so definitely recommend trying it out and getting some quick and efficient LP if nothing else. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.